Express cosine 27 pi over 8 as a trigonometric function of an angle in quadrant 1. So look, when they say an angle in quadrant 1, that's just code for reference angle. So we're just really talking about finding the reference angle. And we might need to stick a negative sign in front of it depending on what quadrant it's in. So let's figure out what the reference angle is. So here is my unit circle as I'm getting ready. All right, and I've got 27 pi over 8. It would be useful to figure out what this is as a decimal. Okay, 27 pi over 8. What would that be as a decimal? Let's look at the 27 divided by 8 part. That is 3.375. So it's approximately 3.4. Okay, so that means that this angle is approximately 3.4 pi. That will help me locate this on the circle. We know that if we go this far, if we go from here to here, that is pi. If we go all the way around, that is 2 pi. So let's just sort of count our way around the circle a little bit. Remember, we're shooting for 3.4 pi. In fact, let me write this where I can see it. 3.4 pi. So far I've gone pi, 2 pi, 3 pi. So I've gone 3 pi right now. Now, if I went to here, this would be 3.5 pi. All right, that's 3.5. This is like half of a pi. So that would be a tiny bit too far. That means that the terminal side of the angle must be somewhere in the third quadrant. Okay, it must be somewhere in here. Okay, so it's happening like this. So this is our 3.4 pi. Okay, now let me go ahead and write the proper angle though. So of course the terminal side is approximately 3.4 pi, but let's not forget it's really 27 pi over 8. So let's label it properly as 27 pi over 8. So here's the reference angle sandwiched in between the terminal side and the x-axis. So if I want to find the reference angle, I need to subtract this terminal side from the x-axis. But what is the angle here at the x-axis? Is it pi? No, this is not pi because we have looped around more than one revolution. So remember, what we did was we started here, and when we came here the first time around, that was pi. Okay, but then we came to here, and that was 2 pi. And then we came back around, and then at that point, this was 3 pi. So as we go towards our final destination here, we are between 3 pi and 27 pi over 8. So these are the two numbers that must be subtracted. Okay, so we're going to do 27 pi over 8 minus 3 pi. 3 pi over 1, if you will. We need like denominators, so we're going to end up multiplying this by 8 over 8. So that is going to give us 27 pi over 8 minus 24 pi over 8. So the reference angle is going to be 3 pi over 8 because 27 minus 24 is 3. So this is the reference angle. Okay, so we can now eliminate option A and option B, which have the wrong reference angle. So it's either going to be C or D, which have the 3 pi over 8. The only question is, will it be a positive cosine 3 pi over 8 or a negative cosine 3 pi over 8? And that's just a matter of whether or not cosine is positive or negative in the third quadrant here. Well, cosine is an x value, and x values are negative to the left, so cosine should be negative. So that's why we're going to go with option C. All right, and that's why the answer is C.